Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another episode of Carpe Diem Customs. So today we're going to be working on the Excursion. I'm going to be selling it here soon. There's a couple things I want to get fixed on it, just so I'm not selling it to someone with it having some of the issues. I'll show you a couple things we're going to do. Hopefully I'm going to try and do some of it on budget since I am getting rid of it. So we'll see what happens. All right. So first thing that I want to take care of on this, starter is not staying engaged with the flywheel. Keeps spitting back and just spinning. So I think we can get away with kind of rebuilding the starter in a way instead of spending the money on a new one. So I don't know if you guys can hear this or not, but this is what it's doing. Yeah, you guys aren't going to be able to hear it, but... Alright, I'm going to try and get this thing started and get it back into the garage. Alright, well that actually started pretty easily. So, now we're going to go ahead and get the starter off of this thing. So, give me a little bit and I'll get right back with you guys. Alright, so got the starter out. And what I think was going on is the solenoid here is acting up. There is some corrosion you can see there, but I think the solenoid was acting up and it's not keeping the gear on the starter engaged with the flywheel. So I think we're gonna pop this off and replace it, and hopefully that solves our issue. These aren't serviceable really, but I might open it up and take a look and see what we can see inside of there. So, okay, so I've never actually torn a starter apart to try and fix it. I've torn them apart to check them out, but here's the solenoid. Very simple, and it essentially is a magnet. Moves this spring part when it gets magnetized, which in turn, I don't know if you can see that, but there's, grab something on the point, this lever here, it moves that out this way, which then in turn, try and show you. See that? It kicks the starter out. So, we're going to clean this up, which this is just a little cover that goes right here. Looks like it has some contacts on it. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to clean that up, and then I'm going to run down to the parts store and pick up one of these solenoids. So let me go grab that. I'll get some of this stuff cleaned up and we'll throw it back together. Okay, now that I got the solenoid on, I went ahead and tore the other end of the starter off, and I've already taken my sandpaper and cleaned all that up, all my contact points, made sure everything's spinning nice. I cleaned up all the contacts in there, this plate a little bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and reassemble. Gotta get this on there, This has to fit over here, and then you have to try and press all of these spring-loaded pieces in to be able to fit over that nose. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. And we're gonna go ahead and test it real quick and make sure that it's doing the thing. You know, okay, hold on. So for this quick and easy test, I have the ground hooked up to the body. The other end of the jumper cables is hooked to the battery on the Excursion. And all we're going to do here, if I can do it, and that's staying out. Now I'm gonna get this thing thrown back in. We'll test it real quick once it's inside the truck, and then we'll move on to the next item on the agenda for today. Problem solved. Okay, on to the next problem. I don't want this getting too warm, so I'll shut that off. And the next problem we have, oh cool, my flashlight just died. Hold on. So it's hard to see, but this line, coolant hose, it's a common problem. But way back there, try and get you guys in there. You can see that my coolant line has rubbed through. So I'm gonna put a coupler there and solve that problem. I got my little connector in there. Put some coolant in it, and then I'll show you guys the repair. Yeah. Look out. Alright. There. You can see my little connector I put in there, my hose clamps. I also rotated this hose up so it's not rusting down there and gonna rub through again. So that should solve that. Alright guys, that's going to do it.